Hi everybody, welcome to another segment of an unscripted moment. Doing this one kind of on the fly, but I just want to talk quickly about this false alarm this past weekend in Hawaii. Most of you probably already heard it, but about it, and the state of Hawaii. If I have my facts correctly, I think it was the state of Hawaii that issued the alert saying that there was an inbound, a missile or missiles inbound. And 38 minutes later, they come on and they said, sorry, false alarm, it was a mistake, whatever. And so, human error, right? Mistakes happen. So, the issue to me is preparedness, right? If I heard an interview on NPR this morning with several people, and it was in regards to this. One was a lady who had a 97-year-old mother, and they live in Hawaii, and they got this alert, and then just paraphrasing, not to directly quote her, but the gist of it was like, this terrible, false alarm or this terrible mistake that this person, whoever, made, and my mother couldn't get down on the floor. We were mortified, scared, and of course you're going to be, right? But, here's the thing, so what if it was real? What do you do then? You got to be prepared to take action against these things, be prepared for what you're going to do when they're happening. So this one was a mistake. And so it's the person who made the mistake's fault that you were scared. To some degree, I suppose they have some level of responsibility, but look at it as like a drill, right? Like when your kids are in school and they sound the fire alarm drill, they don't necessarily know it's a drill. Could they be scared? But isn't that what hones their senses and teaches them not really teaches them, but gets them used to that situation. What do we do in this situation? And so the same thing with these people, maybe if you live in a home with a 97-year-old mom, you should have a plan for what you're going to do when these things happen. I think that's the larger picture. There was this other, I don't know if it was two couples, it was four people in a hotel room. They're from Maryland, and they're vacationing in Hawaii. And I'm not sure if it was two couples or whatever, but it was four people, and they were in a hotel room, and two of them were guys. So I'm kind of assuming it was couples. It doesn't really matter. When this alert came out, they got texts sent to their phone. And so the lady said, we were scrambling. We didn't know what to do. It said get in a room with no windows. The only room in the hotel room was the bathroom. And so the two guys immediately got on their phones and started checking social media, Facebook, Twitter, and, we got to see, what's going on with this. And so, are we that addicted to social media that, we get this inbound missile alert, we got to run onto social media and check it? Well, if this missile is coming, checking your Twitter account and knowing more about it isn't really going to help. And if it's going to land 30 miles away, yeah, it'll put you at ease. But you know what? When you get that initial text saying this missile's coming, you have, from that point forward, a limited amount of time. How are you going to use that time, right? You're going to use it checking your social media accounts? Apparently these people thought that was the best choice. Well, here's an idea. Maybe, why don't you go in the bathroom and gather all the towels and stick them under the door so that you can seal off any, air infiltration, or, fill the bathtub up with water so that if you're trapped in that hotel room for several days or a week with no utilities, while, the world's falling down around you outside, maybe you can be prepared and have water for your basic human needs. Now, I know, if the warhead's heading for the hotel or for, 3 blocks away, that stuff ain't going to help you. But maybe it's going to just hit in such a way, far enough away to where it just knocks the utilities out, and there's some fallout. So then maybe those measures would help you. The point is, they certainly have more of a chance of helping you than checking your Facebook and your social media. Because anything you're going to learn from there, from doing that, is going to unfold anyway. And so it's going to become known to you anyway at some point. So it's just that need for constant, like, knowledge about it. Like, in this world, in this day and age, with social media, any question can be answered. Just, what's going on in Los Angeles? Did you hear that thing? Well, let me go on my Twitter account and find out. And, okay, whatever. Technology, we use technology to aid our lives. But a missile's coming, it's inbound, it's imminent. I don't know if I don't think they ever really said, like, Honolulu, you have 12 minutes or whatever. I don't even think it came to that. But obviously, if they're warning you that a missile's coming, in your mind, you have to know that the amount of time between then and the time this missile strike hits is finite. It's a certain specific amount of time, even if you don't know what that amount of time is. So then the question to me becomes, are you prepared? What are you going to do? How are you going to use that time? How are you going to use that limited time? And so people kind of have the attitude like, this horrible thing, this horrible mistake that this guy made by pressing the button. And, okay, that's valid, I guess. But really, that's not the issue. It's preparedness. So this guy hit the button. How about this? Maybe, why don't you use that as a teaching moment? Why don't you use it as a wake-up call? Why don't you use it as a way to say to yourself, I need to start figuring some of this stuff out. And if you're traveling and staying in hotel rooms, maybe you need to have a bag with some basic supplies with you. Like a lot of preppers probably do when they travel, right? Maybe you need to be aware, and maybe this guy that made this mistake and pressed this button, maybe it's a blessing. Because maybe he's just helping you, raise your awareness that this is the world we live in and these things exist and this could happen anytime. So in my mind, the bigger travesty isn't that some knucklehead in Hawaii made a mistake and pressed the button. It's all the people that were totally mind-bogglingly unprepared for that scenario, in 2018, right? Like, look at the world around you. It's not even on your radar that there could be a missile attack from some knucklehead in North Korea or wherever. So wake up, people. This could be a learning tool, I think. And I think, like, no matter what we do, no matter how prepared we are, we could always strive to get to another level, the next level. And so those people, they had no clue. They were not prepared at all. Use this experience to move yourself forward. That's all. Just my own 2 cents. A little mini rant, I guess. But I think that instead of people looking at it like this is this mistake this guy made and it was this horrible thing, look for the good in it. Look for the teachable moments in it. That's all. Thanks for watching.